Welcome, keeping up with Star Rail. Woo! So we're gonna learn more about the healer that is always talking about like food and spicy food. Actually, I think he's a pretty cool character. He's a bit of a jerk every now and then in the story, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and see what he's all about.
He always greets people with a smile, because his smile can cover up the abyss inside him.
Damn, that's deep. Just straight up right away. Man, I feel that.
He loves spicy food, because the pain makes him feel alive.
This is too real. He talk. That's the kind of stuff I say when I'm just like bored. It's like, ugh, I can barely stay awake unless I'm in pain. I love pain because it keeps me awake and aware. Just dumb stuff like that.
Everyone knows that the Yaoqing is ever victorious, but he's seen that no matter how good his medical skills are, they can't stop death. Now he's come out of retirement to treat the Merlin's Claw Fei Xiao, not only for her sake, but for his own sake too. This is the star of today. Keep it up with Star Rail. Jiaqiu.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is the next Odo compared to the one that had like the coffin. This is like another one of Odo. You know what I mean? Like you get those kinds of vibes.
Joe!
Odo Apocalypse.
Let's welcome Jiaoqiu's dear colleague and the Yaoqing General Fei Xiao's right-hand man, Moza! Let's welcome Jiaoqiu's
Where are they?
dear colleague
Where are
and the
they?
Yaoqing General Fei Xiao's right-hand man, Moza! Moza? Is he late? Did we invite him?
Did we actually invite him?
I'm here.
Where?
Here.
Oh,
Welcome!
up there.
Why don't you come down? Or else it'll seem like we can't afford this. Jiaqiu is a fire-type character, following the path of nihility. He accepts
Yeah, how fitting that he would be the path of nihility. With the way that his personality is, it's only fitting.
in treating patients with food. He's also the inventor of the 9-squared grid.
Oh crap, I just realized. That makes me also the path of nihility. Guys, if you had to take a personality test of Honkai and whatnot, I'm pretty sure there is one, but what would you say your path is? Mine's nihility, theirs is nihility, and now what's yours? I'm curious.
Cauldron medicine. When using his basic attack, skill, or ultimate on an enemy, Jiaqiu has a certain chance of dealing 1 stack of Ashen Roast, which can increase the damage enemies receive. The amount
So it's like a, what's it called? A defense debuff, I guess.
of damage depends on the number of stacks. Enemies in the Ashen Roast state
Okay, so it'll do more each stack. Gotcha. I think it's interesting that they put it like that on the field. So let's say there was like, you were to fight the nightmare thing that was in the Penacony. You know, the one that like takes your character and puts it on the enemy side. Would this field effect actually do damage to it, like afterwards? I think it would, right?
are also considered to be in the burn state, and at the start of each turn, take fire damage based on Jiaqiu's attack.
Okay, so build attack. Gotcha. Does that mean I shouldn't really build like critical then? I should just build up straight attack percentage and stuff.
Roast has a max number of stacks and lasts for a set number of turns.
With Jiaqiu, everyone's body temperature stays high.
When he uses his basic attack, Jiaqiu waves his fan and deals fire damage based on his attack to a target enemy.
He's good at fanning the flames.
Ha!
Mr. Moza, that turn of phrase is...
Perfect.
Perfect. You know, it's true. Fanning the flames, and he is kind of like that kind of... He definitely does give that kind of vibe. I think it's pretty cool, but also kind of cringe. But it's fine. We're all cringe here.
When using his skill, Jiaqiu throws a flaming star at it, dealing fire damage based on his attack to a target enemy and adjacent enemies, with a chance of inflicting a stack of ashen roast on the target enemy.
Okay.
A true master is not limited by weapons.
So would you be using it every turn then? I have to actually read that again.
Adjacent enemies, with a chance of inflicting a stack of ashen roast on the target enemy.
Okay, so it's with a chance to inflict it, meaning the more enemies there are, the higher chance that there will be a stack, and that will help with the field, if I recall, because that was Ashen Roast, right?
Enemy. A true master is not limited by weapons.
Small and light, not messy, very convenient.
Jiaoqiu's ultimate puts the present enemies in a scalding zone, boosting the number of Ashen Rose stacks of all enemy targets to the highest number on the field.
To the highest number? Huh. So keep using his skill then. And then the ultimate? And you would rarely use his basic then? How would this work? Was there a character that gives you more skill points? I think it was the one girl in the ghost story, the one that does like the paintbrush thing. I think you get like one extra skill point back. I think that would be good with him, as well as maybe Bronya? No, because then you'd still run out of skill points, so not Bronya. I know Acheron would be good just because of the debuffs and stuff too. It's truly a conundrum. I don't know.
Then, Jiaqiu deals fire damage based on his attack to all enemies. Is this the policy of food as medicine that he follows?
I do find it interesting though that he's better if there's more enemies. Meaning if there's less, his skill and stuff won't do so well. So I guess if it's like maybe one or two enemies, or maybe just one enemy, let's say, I don't think he would be using his skill. I think he would be better off just using a basic attack.
This is the cauldron-based medicine he developed, called the 9-squared grid. It dispels cold and moisture, and is quite popular.
All enemies within the zone sustain greater ultimate damage, and during their action, there's a chance
Greater ultimate damage. Okay, and you can apply stacks to the enemy. Yeah, this is definitely good for Acheron. So, okay, so he seems more like an AoE kind of character then. I could pair him with oh gosh, what's her name? The one from Jirillo 6. Gosh, the one that has like a brother that's like a guitar rocker that you get in the beginning, Serval, I think it was. Because she also like does good with like a lot of targets too. So I think both of them on the team would be good.
Will be inflicted with a stack of ashen roast. The zone lasts for a set number of turns.
Yeah, instead of getting the one that has like the extra skill point back, because that one's more for targeting a single enemy. We would need to change that one out for someone else, and I have no idea who just yet. So right now it would be Serval and this guy on the team. We would probably need some sort of like protector or healer, just like one or the other. So like Aventurine or something, or like Baiju or Natasha.
Good cooks and good doctors can't do without fire.
He likes adding fuel to the fire.
After unlocking a certain trace, Jiaqiu will gain a certain amount of energy.
I just realized it's Bailu, right? I don't know if I said that. I might have said Baiju. Or, I actually don't know. Her name confuses me with a Genshin Impact character.
After he enters battle. Additionally, when Jiaqiu's zone is on the field, every time an enemy enters the battlefield, they will be inflicted with stacks of ashen roast.
Oh, that's actually nice. So, I don't know if you guys know this about Acheron, though. If you were to pair, it doesn't actually go with each one on the field. So, even if they all enter the field like that, it only counts as one. So, keep that in mind. But I'm pretty sure it still counts as a stack for Acheron.
highest number of stacks on the field. When using his technique, Jiaqiu creates a special dimension with a set range. After engaging enemies in the dimension, Jiaqiu deals fire damage based on his attack to all enemies and has a certain chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Nice, nice. I actually think I know one of the best times to use him. It would be when you're doing those grinding daily things. I think he'd be good for like a daily side team, not like a progression, mind you, but more like you're gonna have to fight these enemies over and over. Because every time you destroy the enemies, right, for a wave, more enemies come. But for him, during that phase change, the enemies will get afflicted still because of his ability. So I personally think he would be very good for like daily grinding, daily repetitive grinding of the same enemies, like when you have to use like 60 energy for the relics and whatnot.
In summary, the core of Jiaoqiu's mechanics is to inflict a vulnerability known as Ashen Roast on enemies and burn them.
Burn,
enemies have
baby,
a certain
burn.
chance to gain Ashen
Just
Roast
go
during
and burn.
Jiaoqiu's turn and under his ultimate effect during the enemy's turn. Keep the number of Ashen Roast stacks high to make teammates' attacks more threatening. Let's watch an appetizing combat demo together.
Oh, with just two
Jiaqiu
enemies?
uses his technique to enter battle, causing all enemies on the field to gain a stack of Ashen Roast. Then the enemies will take fire damage at the start of each turn. When Jiaqiu uses
Okay, this is gonna be interesting because I was just talking about this of the 2-to-1 enemy ratio.
his skill, Malefic Ape and the adjacent wooden lupus are hit. Under the effects of Jiaqiu's skill and talent, Malefic Ape gains 2 stacks of Ashen Roast, while wooden lupus gains 1 stack. While Ashen Roast is active, both enemies take increased damage. When Jiaqiu uses his ultimate, the number of stacks on wooden lupus is increased to the highest value on the field, and it deploys a zone that deals damage to all enemies. And Malefic Ape and wooden lupus gain a stack of Ashen Roast. Wooden lupus quickly calls for reinforcements, but it's a mistake since Jiaqiu's zone is still there. Not only does wooden lupus happily receive another stack of Ashen Roast, Shadow Jack
Okay, so I guess the thing about the 2 enemies to 2-to-1 doesn't count because, you know, I actually forgot the wolves do that since I always go in AFK mode. So now there's 3.
also gains the highest number of stacks upon entering the field. Malefic Ape has no choice but to act within Jiaqiu's zone. Ashen Roast adds another stack, and he's even with his pals, the Trailblazer, who has long had
Galactic
full energy,
Baseballer.
finally gets to take
Woo!
action. Multiple stacks of Ashen Roast increase the damage taken by enemies. The Galactic Baseballer charges up and swings their back, allowing these good pals to go home safe and sound after work.
That is a lot of damage.
It's not easy to stand on the opposite side of Jiaqiu.
It's not easy to stand on the same side as him either.
He is very shrewd. You've worked
I
with
actually like the cloak guy. He seems more like the always complaining but he's good, while the guy that's always seeming like he's good is actually just like really messed up. You know what I mean? Like that's their duo combo.
together for so long. What do you think of him?
Oh, yes. I, Jiaqiu, no. He loves and respects all people. He has great foresight and is very handsome. He has a sunny personality and behaves honorably. He's proficient in brewing, boiling, stir-frying, and deep-frying, and is
I love how he has to have like a PR book for him.
especially good at making spicy dishes. Parentheses, don't mention medicine, close parentheses.
Why are you holding that book?
No, these are the lines Jiaqiu wrote for me before I left.
Oh, it's so true. I love that. Oh, that's totally something. Yeah, that's so real. I don't like how I'm so familiar or similar to Jiaoqiu, but also like it's kind of funny. You know how it is, like you don't like a person that's similar to yourself, and this happens to be that case. But also it's funny just to see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? Do you have any advice that you could give other players? Post it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time with more Honkai Star Rail. Bye.